So feel free to ask any question towards the tail end of this session. And I hope that your request will be responded to. So this is financial management, and we're going to talk a bit regarding the same. This is a unit that it has brought many fails. I don't know why this paper, most students don't like this paper, and once they pass, they are very happy after passing. Don't know what is the challenge, what is the problem, but it starts with the mindset. The way you frame your mind, matters a lot. Now, as we start the semester, my pen is fading. As we start the semester, let's first of all look at our mindset. Let's first of all love these units. Let's write the units. Let's the subject be your favorite. Just continue saying or start saying that financial management is your favorite unit. Financial management is your favorite unit. Like last semester, many students who sat for this paper, they came out of exam saying that the paper was very hard, but generally, if you look at the paper, it was a standard. Although some questions there were challenging or complex, but a good student, a student who started with the energy at the start of the semester, could have tackled that paper very well, I'm going to show you the paper. So the first thing is mindset. The first thing to pass financial management is your mindset. How do you see this paper? So your mindset towards the paper should be positive. You need to have a positive what? A positive mindset. Then starting preparing early. Don't wait until it's November. It's November, it's when you are starting to revise. No, financial management does not work like that. My friend, this paper is rooted on several concepts. Like time value of money concept, the capital budgeting concept. And those are concepts that you have to understand. For you to pass this paper, you need to understand those concepts. Therefore, you start early. Early preparation is the key for you to pass financial management. I usually say that our mind work as a computer, and therefore, whatever that you start building up from now, whatever that you start building up in your mind from now, your mind will remember when it comes to exam. But if you say that you're going to cram, you want to memorize, no. Financial management, you cannot memorize, my friend. You cannot memorize. You need to understand the concept. So that when it comes to exam, you are able to remember. But when you say that you're going to study, this is not like campus, full college. People usually read in which week? Which week do people start reading in campus? Ni wiki gani watu wanaanza kusoma? Serious learning. Unaona sasa watu wako helter hapa pale in the last week of the semester. That is when people start running. Now for this is different. You start from now. Like now we are starting September, December semester. Kindly organize yourself well. Make sure that you have all the material. Utilize the available resources. If it is a book, make sure that you have it now. If it is classes, make sure that you start now. Because if you say that we have more time, you'll find yourself getting to what? Getting to a disaster of failing the paper. So utilize the available resources. Another secret that students don't know is that group discussion usually help you to solve very difficult or complex questions. When you are in a group, you tend to approach a question in a different way. Remember, when in a group, you have different mindsets. You have different thinking, right? So something that you did not understand, your colleague will be getting that concept. And through that, all of you in that group, you'll be able to solve that question. You'll be able to solve that problem. Therefore, group discussion is also encouraged. Group discussion is also encouraged. So tumesema positive mindset towards the paper. Utilizing the available resources is also the key. And then start preparing early as now. The other thing is group discussion. Group discussion. Online team. It is easier for you to have a group discussion. We have Google Meet. You have Google Meet at your disposal. You don't pay for Google Meet. It's free. Just create a meeting. You share the link with your friends, and then you discuss. You discuss from there. It is very simple. You can also use WhatsApp. I can see Kirue anaambiwa kwamba to form the discussion group. Yeah, that is the way to go. And you start early. Like for this semester, this is the shortest semester. If I compare semester 1 for the year, semester 2 with this is the shortest. This is the shortest. Exams are starting from December 2nd. And today is when? 5th of September. So you have 2.5 months for serious running. 2.5 months for serious running. So my advice to you this afternoon is to start learning seriously as soon as now. If it is not now, it is right now. If it is not now, it is right now. And those people which are quantitative, kindly, the reporting paper, quantitative paper, those paper, you need to be very serious on them. If you don't want to keep on repeating the paper each semester, kindly start being serious at the start of the semester. At the start of what? The semester. So that towards the end, I know there is much pressure. Towards the end of the semester, my friends, there is much pressure, too much pressure that you cannot even hold at your workplace, in the family matters, and also here in the running. Therefore, you need to be very keen when it comes to do what? To your profession. Remember, this is a personal development you are doing, and therefore you need to be very serious with it. This is the only gift that you can give yourself. It is the only gift that you can give yourself. Now, I want us to look at this paper that was done last month. Sio kitambo. Siku hizi sasa kasi ni naenda haraka haraka. Sio kitambo. Last month too. So allow me to share so that we see something here. And my pen is trying to disappoint hapa. Sijui nataka namna gani. My pen is trying to disappoint. Ati haitaki kuandika. Itakuwa namna gani? And I wanted us to do something. Also need to do something. But you guys, I know. Good. It's loading. That's the paper. This is the paper. What I need you to do is just to confirm whether you're able to see. Are you able to see this paper, my sharing? Are you able to see my sharing class? Just confirm by typing something under the chat box. Just confirm. Yeah, I can see the confirmation from these great ninjas. I would like to get more. If you're not able to see it from your end, that means there's a problem. There's a problem. Thank you so much. This was a paper that these guys sat for. I know there are some here who did this paper. Can you look at the structure? Look at the structure of the paper. And the structure does not deviate much. So if you even master the structure, you'll be able to pass this paper. Lakini, it needs understanding, not cramming. It requires you to understand. We have said that it is rooted on several concepts, like time value of money concept, which is very key. Time value of money concept is very key. We have capital budgeting, capital structure. Those concepts are very important as far as financial management is concerned. So if you look at question number 1, it was a theory question, whereby the students were required to distinguish between the following sources of finance, the sources of finance. And this is found under a theory topic. Topic number 2, right? Venture capital, private equity. You distinguish between that. And then business angel finance and lease finance. With that, students were able to get what? Those people who were able to do that, they were able to get 8 marks. Then when you look at question number 2 still, question number 1 boy, the principle that govern all the ethical behavior for finance manager in practice and in business help them to navigate the complexity of their work. In reference to the above statement, explain the fundamental principles of ethical behavior. Just that a matter of understanding. That is a matter of understanding. For a student who did not get the correct grips for the content, that student was not able to answer that question. That student was not able to answer that question. Then there is something that they have stayed for so long without testing. ARR, accounting rate of return. Remember, these are traditional method of appraisal, investment appraisal. They decided to bring it in that August sitting. They decided to bring it in that August sitting. For the September sitting, from the same topic of capital budgeting, I'm promising you there will be replacement question. Therefore, as a good student, what do you start doing? You start trying to look at that concept. So that was about ARR, accounting rate of return, of which the syllabus we shall be looking at it. Then question number 2, it was a nice one, still a theory in part 1. Describe 3 types of money market instrument and the related transaction available in the what? In the, let me see, in the financial system. By giving the 3 and stating some few literatures, you were able to get 6 marks. That student could get 6 marks. 6 marks. Then there was time value of money question, part B, Roman 1 and Roman 2. Samuel Mwangeka. What I like about financial management and advanced financial management, these papers, they are practical. These papers are applicable in real life. They are applicable in real life. Like, for example, this Samuel Mwangeka, I think this, this is a gentleman who intends to invest 200,000 at the beginning of each year in a treasury bonds, which earns a return of 9% per annum. Then required, determine the accumulated value for investment after 10 years. You determine the accumulated what? Accumulated value of investment after 10 years. For a good student who understood the concept of time value of money very well, they could be able to get the accumulated value of this investment for this guy after 10 years. In short, I'd like somebody to tell me, I know you have this knowledge. I've said that financial management is applicable in real life. So can you tell me, what did the examiner expect this student to find? This accumulated value. What did examiner expected this student to find? Can somebody just type something there? What did the examiner expected these students to find? Is it the future value or the present value? Hapo ndio tunaenda. I can see several response here. Future value of annuity, future value of investment, future value Asante. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Future value, because if this guy is investing 200,000 at the beginning of each year, that means whatever that we have is the present value. The deposits up on present. So we are required to get the accumulated money at the end of the 10 years. Now, in that case, there was a catch. There was a catch at the beginning of each year. That was a catch, and that is what made many students to fail that question. Who can see the catch? The catch, not at the end. It is at the beginning of each year. At the beginning of each year. How I wish my pen will write. How I wish my pen will agree to write something, because I want us to discuss that. I said that time value of money is the backbone of financial management. Then determine the present value of 1.2 million annuity payable for 20 years at the interest rate of 8% per annum. 8% per annum. That was another question which was simple. That was another question which was simple for the student. An annuity. So that one is to determine what? The present value. The present value of what? The present value of annuity. And you know the formula. So class, if my pen allows me, I'm going to do that so that we can see what was expected. Then part C. I can see that there was a nice question here about Syntax Limited, which is a listed company with 100 million shares in issue. The following additional information were available. So we have been given information regarding the company. And the student were required to calculate the market value after tax weighted average cost of capital of the Syntax Limited in the following circumstances before the new issue of the bond take place. And number 2, after the issue of the bonds take place. A very nice question there. A very nice question there. And that marked the end of question number 2. Question number 3, this examiner, I don't know what happened. They decided to tease this student. So there was this question for Remy. Remy Limited anticipate to spend 150 million each to install a new production line or a production line. The each outlays are expected to occur equally throughout the year. The company's treasurer reports that the firm can the market security yielding 8% per year or per annum. The cost of shifting funds from the marketable security portfolio each or to link the cash is 7,500 per transaction. Using cash model, to optimize the transfer funds to cash. Who compute the company's average cash balance. The concept is the same. I want to show you the portfolio question that made many to sweat. This is portfolio question class. Something that I want to put. That portfolio question, it is like group consolidation in financial reporting. You'll never miss it. That's a concept that you never miss. So if you see this question, this one, iliwakalia kabisa. The following information relates to the market price per share of Wendell Limited over a period of 5 years. So we have been given years and the market price per share. Then nothing else. Hakuna mambo na probability. Expected return of the share of the company. You know how to get the expected return of the share in the presence and in the absence of probability. When tackling that topic of portfolio management, kindly concentrate. When Mwalimu is saying that getting the expected return in the absence of probability and in the presence of what? Probability. You can get expected return in the absence of probability and in the absence of probability. There's a way you balance that. And then you comment. Then we have a quantum question here regarding the theoretical exercise price. So that is valuation of a right issue. Topic number 5. Then question number 4 was a question that many did not expect. I don't know why. I looked at the syllabus and I found that this securitization, it is under emerging issue. So it is a new term, right? So many students were confused when they found that term there. They were confused. The mind were blocked. But all in all, student will always overcome. So those terms, they were supposed to define them, to define even the estate phrasing, and also give the advantages of the same. Then there was this question 4, watu wa MA, management accounting. Sasa hapa ni management accounting concept, they brought it. Okay, it's a concept that still need to be checked under financial management, but most students did not expect this. Most students did not expect this. Hii ni concept yenye wanafunzi wengi hawakuwa wana expect. So that is it. Question number 5, class. This was a simple one. This was a simple one, and working capital management, whereby they were required to come up with what? To get there, to compute the net benefit or the net loss arising from the review of the credit policy. That is management of what? Management of receivable. Class, I want us to just take a picture, or I should share. Let me share this question with you. You need to have it, or you take a picture of this. If my pen allow me, I'm going to do this. But question number 2B. Question number 2B. But before then, you need to confirm whether we are together. I'll share this paper with you right away. Let me look at it. This paper I should share with all the students. Okay, that's the paper. Please download. That's the paper. Please download. Download the paper and confirm whether we are together up to that point. Just confirm whether we are together up to that point. Are we really together? Are we together? Just confirm by typing Y for yes. Y for yes is enough. Okay, Comrade OG is in. Thank you so much for that confirmation. So class, I want us to look at this question number 2, boy. Question number 2, boy, Roman 1, Samuel Mwangeka. I told you that the concept of time value of money, it is the skeleton. It is the backbone of financial management. Very important. So Samuel Mwangeka intends to invest 200,000 at the beginning of each year in treasury bonds, which earns a return of 9% per annum. So the deposit is, I wish that my pen would not disappoint. I hope you guys, you have the calculator as well. So that, deposit is 200,000. Deposit is 200,000. You just tell me if you're able to see 200,000. I don't know what happened to my pen today. So deposit is 200,000. So class, allow me to, I know you have somewhere to write on. And we said, if you want to pass financial management paper, kindly don't crap. Please understand. Understand. So if I want to tackle this question, I have deposit of 200,000, and the rate is 9%, and I'm required to determine the accumulative value at the end of what? 10 years. So my end is 10 years. So since this is done at the beginning, the deposit is done at the beginning of the year, to get the future value, you're going to take the amount which is the deposit, the 200,000, and then you multiply. So future value, if I want to get the future value, it is amount. I hope that it will agree, amount. And then I multiply by what? This is an annuity, right? It's an annuity, right? Allah. Somebody is forgetting. An annuity, we multiply by 1 plus R, of course, raised to N minus 1 divided by R. And then don't forget, it is done at the beginning of the year. If the transaction is taking place at the beginning of the year, don't ever forget to multiply by 1 over R. Most of the students did very well, but they forgot that part. You know what happened? They failed. So at the beginning of the year, So in this case now, my future value will be 200,000. I multiply by 1.0 09, 1.09, kuna mtu hajaona kwenye nimepata 09, 0.09, 0.09, kuna mtu hajaona kwenye nimetoa hiyo, divide by -1, divide by 0.09. So 9, 9 is our rate. Our rate is 9%. Our rate is 9%. So I want somebody with a calculator or somebody who can use the table to give me this, to give me this. Then this one will multiply by 1.09. 1.09. So can somebody use a table and give me this PV, the table, the calculator. The calculator. Here you cannot use the table. Just use the calculator tafadhali. Somebody to give me this, or you just give me the total, the whole of this tafadhali. I know you have your calculator. I know you have your calculator. For those people who are pro in Excel, you can use Excel. Asante Margaret Wairimu. Asante Margaret Wairimu. Asante Margaret Wairimu. So this is 15.4 decimal places is 1929. So what will be the value? What will be the cumulative value of this guy at the end of the 10 years? So you just pick this one times this one. Uniapie future value. Itakuwa ngapi? Itakuwa 312,059. 312,059. Hii ni pesa mzuri. Ni pesa mzuri. So class, what I'm saying is that financial management, it is a real life application. Real life application. This tells you that if you deposit 200,000 every year in a certain either sinking fund or a money market fund that is earning you interest of 9% per annum, you are going to have this money at the end of 10 years. You're going to have this money at the end of 10 years. So if you want to make to be a millionaire, kindly purpose to be depositing 200,000 in an account that is giving you interest of what? Interest of 9% per annum, and you'll be able to be a millionaire. So to become a millionaire is as simple as that. But you become a millionaire after maybe this is 10 years. So after 3 years, 3.5, you'll be having a million here, right? After 3 years, probably 3.5, you'll be having a million. So I want you to confirm whether we are together as far as this is concerned. So always remember at the beginning of the year. You always remember to do what? To multiply with 1 plus R. So are we together as far as this question is concerned? Are we together? Because I want us to do the next one. I want us to do the next one to get the present value. That is the concept that the examiner tried to test these guys. Are we really together? 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒆 confirming that we are together. And then I give you another secret class. When you are studying online, make sure that you are very kiberebere. Kiberebere kabisa. That is what we need. Even as lecturers, we need those people who are kiberebere. Unaona? Kiberebere tunasema inakupeleka mbele. Sawa sawa. Kiberebere wakati wowote itakupeleka mbele. Wewe angalia watu voko. Wewe angalia tu. Do survey watu voko vizuri. Uniambie kama wajaenda mbali. So I want you to be very vocal, right? And for you to be vocal, when using Zoom, you use what? Your chat box. Sawa sawa. You use utilize the chat box kabisa. Uliza mwalimu maswali. Usigoje ile wakati wa mwisho ndio unaanza kusumbua mwalimu. Mwalimu hapa tulikuwa tunafanya nini? Live. Ask mwalimu question live. Sawa sawa. And mwalimu will answer you. Are we together? Okay. Let's look at the next one. I just want to open our mind. Today we are just opening our mind, but don't forget that enrollment is in progress. September, December. Charges. CPA, those people waiting for results. See you next week. Sasa si uingie class sahi ukigoja. Usipate pressure. Wait class. Whether results will be positive or negative. Well, bora uko class. Ikikuwa negative, ile pesa kidogo hiyo, kuna commitment kidogo hapa. It's good to mention. Kuna commitment kidogo hapa, commitment fee ya 1500 per paper. Per paper. Si utatumia tu kwa nini? Hii utatumia kwa retake, eh? But my hope is that you guys will pass. You guys will pass. Hakuna vile unaweza kuwa ulisoma the whole semester vizuri, you are committed, and you fail. Lakini shida inaingia kwa wale wenye hujasoma na uliingia kwa hiyo exam room. My friend, you see dust. There's dust. Read dust, by the way. Read dust. Unafungua paper, question number 1 inayo sijui. Question number 2 uelewi. Unaenda question number 3 uelewi. Jamani, my friend, what you do is to write your name, not your name, your registration number in the answer booklet, and then you close and then submit. You have submitted 0. See? You have submitted 0 because you did not prepare. So Betty akona swali pale, nikilipia hiyo study kit, is it hard copy ama nitatumiwa soft copy? Okay. You will get a hard copy. Study kit, you get a hard copy. A hard copy. Study kit, 1500, right? 1500 per copy, right? 1500 per copy. So let's look at this one. Let's look at this one. Good that some of you have a calculator. You know, without a calculator, my friend, kufanya hizi vitu ni noma. And then another secret, please, can you utilize your calculator from the start? Tumeona maajabu kwa exam room, my friend. Ati mtu hata hajui shift iko wapi. Mtu hajui ukipinya shift nini inakusaidia kufanya nini. No. Utilize your calculator from the word go. From the word go. Na don't borrow your calculator ingine wakati unaenda kufanya mtihani. Enda na calculator yenye umekuwa ukitumia. That's another advice. Tumeona mashida sana mingi sana kwa exam. So make sure that you exercise using your own tools. Okay, determine the present value of 1.2 million annuity payable for 20 years at an interest rate of 8%. This was the simplest of all. People were required to get the present value. And remember, to get the present value of an annuity, it's simple. To get the present value of an annuity, it's simple. You can start with the future value, and then you discount the future value, 1 minus 1 plus R, and always remember this is now our present value, and therefore we have a negative n. If you realize that this n is not, we don't have a negative because we were getting what? Future value. We are going forward. Now this one, we are coming backward. Ndio maana huwa tunaweka nini? Your negative hapo. Divide by what? Divide by R. And with this, you'll be able, this is PV-FAR. So our future value, we've been given 1.2 million. We multiply by 1 minus 1.08. It was 8%. Raised to negative 20. Miaka 20 ni miaka mzuri sana. And divide by 0.08. So Margaret and the rest kindly give me the PV-FAR. PV-FAR 8%, 20 years. PV-FAR 8%, 20 years. Tuone what will be the present value. What is the PV-FAR 8%, 20 years? PV-FAR 8%, 20 years. Pata ngapi? Pata ngapi? Pata 2 hii hapa. 1 minus whatever. Yoyote hiyo. Chape yoyote unipatie to 4 decimal places. To 4 decimal places. And you intermediate level students, you are very lucky this semester because we have introduced. We have also umefanya yote, umechapa yote. So unapata ni 11. Kwani hii ni ngapi? So upatia hii juu ya watu wenye wako na calculator. 781. Alafu 777. So hii ni pass. Don't know how much you got. It's okay. 9.81. 9.81. Sawa. So for this one, you can look at what? At your table, the annuity table. So we are saying that you are lucky this semester since we are having financial reporting, financial management, PFT. You guys, you are very lucky if you're having these 3 units. This is PFT. Uko na hizi unit 3 sasa in the early morning as well. Early morning. So wale watu wa jioni sita make. Unajua hizi zinakuwa technical papers. So wale watu wa jioni sita make, kindly from 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. You are sorted. Sasa tumebakishia theory, company law, MA bado tutasort. But sasa saa hii hizo 3 unaweza zipata early morning. In the evening still ziko. Saa hii tumeintroduce PFT. Sawa. So you can spread that gospel. Remember our charges, by the way, ziko cheap. 4,800 per unit. But as I said, when I was starting, I see that this is a personal development course. The only gift that you can give yourself. So 4,800 per paper is not that much. 4,800 per paper. Not that much. Na pay bill, kuna wenye wanapenda wanalipa wakiwa wamewekwa kwa class 6242,839. Account worker unit name. You abbreviate unit name. E.g. FR, FM, company law, like that. etc. So class, in summary, as we wind our session, you have said that please have a positive mindset towards financial management. Please form group discussion with relevant individuals, right? Kuna wenye tena ukiform discussion nao wanakuvuta nyuma. Sawa. Those people with the same spirit like you. Make sure you are committed in attending classes. Read to understand and not to memorize. Use the available resources. Na resources ni mpaka mwalimu mwenye uko na yeye. Utilize that teacher. Lakini make sure utilize mapema. Pale towards the end huwa nawaambia kuna pressure. Sawa. Mwalimu anapata wanafunzi 10 anamuuliza swali. Mwalimu atasema tu okay, but atasahau. Sawa. Mambo iko mingi. So utilize the available resources and then start preparation as early as now. So if you want to do December sitting, this is the time. This is the time to start the journey, start the momentum. Keep your momentum going. And by the end of the day, you'll see what? You see the fruits. Remember what I said? That our minds are like computer. The way we program our mind, and whatever we give it, it will produce. Netagwa, garbage in, garbage out, right? Garbage in, garbage out. So whatever you give it, it will produce. Hata kama unaona kama umesahau, ikifika kwa mtihani na upatane na swali yenye ulikuwa ushasoma, itakumbuka. So usijali ati sasa nikishika hii mapema si nitasahau before mtihani. Hiyo ndio notion watu wanakuwa nayo. No. That is not the case. Kindly start as early as now. Songa. Your mind in a capture, but make sure you are understanding. Usikram, don't cram. Don't cram. Itakuwa shida, Itakuwa shida. So I think class, that is it. I give you some few minutes to ask some question. Then we see how we can respond to them. So yeah, bet you can continue. With creating the group. Let the group be very active. Make sure that you are sharing some questions for people to attempt. Make sure that you are keeping them engaged. That with that, you'll be able to do what? You'll be able to make it. FM inataka hivyo. Be very aggressive tafadhali. My wish to all the students, my wish is for them to pass, go to the next level, finish the CPA, and go out there to build the country, to build this economy. That is my wish. And that's why I'm here, to guide you on how you can make it, to guide you on how you can make it. So let me have questions. We have some question from you. We have some question from you. Remember, this is your best college, RCM college. RCM college. And the customer care number is here. 0793555000. Alternatively, you can use 0719-525,000. 719-525,000. Why can't you make this courage your courage of choice? Your courage of choice shall not disappoint you. Shall not disappoint you. So it seems that there is no question. It seems that there is no question. Can we wind our session at that point? Or before then, can I get feedback? Have you gained something? Have you gained something? Have you gained something? Have you gained something? That feedback is also important to me. That feedback is also important to me. Was the session helpful? Was the session helpful to you? Was the session helpful to you? Najua kuna wenye wanakuwa wamefika mwisho. Should not. Was the session helpful to you? All right. Thank you so much for that feedback. I think now we can wind our session at that point so that we can do something else. Asanteni sana na mkuwe na wakati mwema. Goodbye. I have been your lecturer, Stephen. Stephen, and it is always a pleasure to guiding you. Looking forward to see you all in class. Asante and goodbye. The results are likely to be out by Wednesday next week. High probability.